Welcome.
Your child's dreams are worth investing in. A Florida 529 savings plan lets you grow his college savings tax-free for as little as $25 per month, putting him on a path to a greater debt-free future.
Oh, you know it. You know it. Good evening. Damn, I didn't realize y'all could see me in my boxers. What's going on, fam? Everybody good? Everybody awake? I gotta raise this thing up. I didn't realize it could see so much of me. I want to talk to you. Yeah. Want to talk to you. Yeah. The hell am I looking at? 4K scenery. Boom. Everybody awake yet? Let's talk. Let's talk. I wanted to get some things off my chest. It all ties into what we got going on today. I should get my glasses, right? Because you know I can't see. Glasses are a big part of Jay's life. I can see now. All right. Had a couple things I wanted to chat about. Had a student today. I'm telling you, all of this is going to tie into one to another. I had a student today. The student was a young kid. And what I've learned is that either kids want it or they don't. They either want it or they don't. They come there with the mindset of they need it because they have family to take care of, or they come in there with the mindset of their parents told them to go get a job. Problem is, I don't think everybody's built for this job. I believe we can all agree on that. Not everybody is built for the post office. I believe that a lot of younger people have come in here and they just not prepared for the real world. I think that whatever's going on today in society is making us live above our means. Unwillingly live above our means on a consistent basis. I read comments and saying that we just don't make enough money. And I don't live like everybody else. You see this coffee? This coffee costs $2.19 because I went and picked it up. I had a young friend of mine's daughter, ordered the same coffee through DoorDash. And it cost them about $4 and some change, plus the tip. Cost them almost $6.50, $6.50 for the same $2 coffee. A lot of people DoorDash everything. It's weird. It's weird. Same concept. You buy something for $10, and then you have to DoorDash. It's going to cost you about $14. And by the time you come in there, DoorDash has this thing now where people are almost forced into paying a minimum tip of $5. So they pay almost $19. $19 for something that costs them $10 instead of us just getting up and going to get it. Whatever happened to doing things for ourselves? And just like social media promoted DoorDash and us being lazy. I had a friend, and they had kids. And I know how my kids are. See those pictures on the wall? Those are all my kids. And they used to get up in the morning. I didn't have to wake them up. And before they left to go to school, they get up, they wash their face, they make their bed, they do everything at a younger age. They get out the house, do their own thing. Now, kids don't do that. Kids don't do that. The generations don't do that. They sleep in late. They don't even know how to cook nor clean. And this is a continuation of how the parents instill them. And then they grow up not knowing how to do a thing. Then they're forced into coming and getting a job. 18 years old, 19 years old, 20, 21, 22, 23, forced into getting a job. And they have no idea what the real world is like. And then I got to sit here and look at my postal workers, the ones that have been there for a while, the ones that have gone through the struggle, you that have gone through the struggle of being cussed at, of being spoken to, of being disciplined unnecessarily, having encountered real world scenarios as you grew, dealing with real life bullies like myself when you walk into a place, or other bullies, and have gone through the trials and tribulations and have made it to the other side. Not perfect, but you made it to the other side. But now this new generation, they come in there and one thing doesn't work for them and they quit. It's where the high turnover rate comes in. They quit. And a lot of people will say, oh, it's because of management. No, it's because there's new people that we have, this newer generation, this newer way of life, this society that we live in has told everybody that we have to be soft. Well, if you work for this post office, you know this place is not for anybody that's weak. This isn't. I don't speak to you guys like you're weak. I speak to you guys like you my family. We will argue and fuss. We'll agree to disagree. You cuss me out in the comment section. I cuss you out in the comment section. And then the next day we keep it moving. That's what we do. But I was talking to this young man today and I was like, all right, man, well, you got to do this. You got to do that. If you back up and you don't pay attention to this, you can run somebody over. You can actually kill somebody. This is what has happened. This is real life. You've seen the videos. And he stared at me like a deer in headlights. And I promise you, he just stared at me. And he just looked at me. And I was like, are you okay? And he was like, well, I didn't know it was this serious. I said, well, yeah, man, if you're driving a vehicle, you have to pay attention. He looked like he was about to cry. And I was like, oh, where you from, man? Where you from? Oh, New York. I'm like, this dude is not from hometown. I was like, well, what part of New York? Long Island. Oh, well, that makes sense. Long Island. Where in Long Island? This dude out there, way out there where I couldn't get allowed into. They'd pull me over and throw me underneath the bus. Kid came in there with golf clothing on. That's what I knew at that point. Yeah. This is what we're getting. I see all the new people coming in. This is what they're getting. The ones that are entitled. The ones that are coming here. For you that have been here for 5-10 years, that have watched your raises go up, that have been here through COVID, the ones that have been here through the foolery, the ayes, the managers cussing and fussing, and they want to come in here and make what you make, even if you don't make a lot, but they believe they deserve what you make. But they can't even walk the path that you've walked. Now, I'm not saying that the path that you walked had to be difficult. Everybody doesn't need to go through a difficult path. But this line of work that we do right here, it takes a special kind of idiot to work for the post office. That's me and you. We special. Regardless of what anybody says, we a different type of crazy because we keep coming back for more and more and more hits. They want that option to have a TSP eventually. They don't want to work for it. UPS pay and benefits are 100 times better. They have a real union. Mr. Horology, it is better. Yes, the pay is better. And the benefits, they are better as well. The union, I like the Teamsters. I have really nothing negative to say about them. But when the Teamsters went into that last contract negotiating, I championed for them. I said, man, these guys are doing their thing. Until you find out what they did behind the scenes. They negotiated those fat pay raises that everybody wants at the costs of allowing UPS workers to be let go without consequence. They didn't tell anybody that was coming. They said, okay, listen, we'll give your guys this fat raise, but understand, we will be closing this facility, that facility, this facility, this facility this year. And between now and the next contract, we're going to close about 25 different facilities. And those people that are in there, they either relocate or they go jobless. Do you agree to that? And the Teamster said, yes. Did they disclose that to everybody? Nope. So I agree. They have a strong union. I agree they get paid better. Their benefits, oh, they're awesome because you don't have to come out of pocket for it. But at what cost? You could have been the person on the other end getting let go, because I look at the people that are getting hired, and you know where they're coming from? UPS. I don't make this stuff up. I actually have a picture. If you go into my community section and you scroll down, two brothers, both of them came from UPS 2.5 months ago. One was a manager, one was a worker. All right, here we go. He doesn't represent all of us young people. Trust. I give old heads hell every day. That's what I'm talking about. In opinion, when do you think the NALC contract will be settled? Settled? Ha! Shit. Honestly, every contract, I need to make a big stink about the contracts, but every single contract, every year, including the APWU contracts, they always go into this time. If it ends on the 1st of 2024, they never negotiate and have it settled within that time period. It always goes into overlaps. Typically, it takes about a year to maybe 14 to 16 months. This is history. This is what has happened for the last 25 years. It's not something that I'm making up. I didn't know that, but I spoke to one of my shop steward. Well, he's actually the craft director, and he explained it to me. They do this every single cycle. Hence the reason that we get back pay. It every 3 years, there's always that section when I'm sitting there. When we gonna get our back pay? How much is the difference? When you gonna get that check, etc. It just happens. Now, with the NALC contract, you guys are coming up on a year. Actually, it's about a year now. And you have your negotiations coming up within a month. well, not a negotiations, but an arbitrator coming up within a month. Arbitrator is pretty much going to settle. And if you guys do not move forward, if you're part of that, I don't see anything good coming out of that. Now, before there was a chance, I believe you're going to get a pay increase. I believe, in my opinion, I don't like to give too many things. I believe you're going to get about 25%. But at what cost? At what cost? If that's what you're referring to, at what cost? Because they're hiring a lot of people right now. NALC is hiring a lot of CCAs. A lot. You may not see them yet, but I am slammed. I'm doing 2 people per day, and that typically is 1 person per day. It's a lot of people. JH, Miss Raven, newly converted here. Congratulations, Raven, on getting converted. What's your craft? Special shout out to Raven. You finally come over to the dark side. Isn't that what's going on with USPS right now? There's gonna be a cost. Best believe. This is true. Social media made keeping up with the Joneses a thing. This is true. This is true. Keeping up with the Joneses. What does that even mean? Everybody wants to be in with it. I watched all the people coming in today for the orientation, drive through the gate. And I promise you, they were coming in Teslas, Mercedes. I'm like, well, good Lord, why are you coming in here? I'm expecting to see people with your muffler dragging on the ground, but these people are coming in here with some high expectations to come work. And I make okay money. I could probably afford that. I wouldn't put myself through that, though. People trying to keep up with the Joneses. I can't afford $1,000 a month car note. That's madness. Madness. And that's what my postal family does. That's what y'all do. They put, man, I don't get it. I'd rather take some of that money and put it in and watch the interest grow on my TSP. And it's not because I'm old, but because it just makes sense. The car loses value. It just, man, I see people with these expensive purses coming in to work. Why are you wearing an expensive purse to work? That means you have something more expensive at home. The things that we spend money on now compared to 20 years ago, I want y'all to think about it. When people say, oh, we can't afford to live now. I know for a fact, the women that get those lashes, they're paying $60 just for those things on their eyes. They're paying a minimum of $60 for the nails. It used to be $25 a set for nails. They're paying $60 for nails, eyelashes. The men, they got these cars. Everybody is overspending. This is fact. And yet we try to keep up with what's going on today. It's no way our salaries are going to meet it. And I was researching some things. This is across the board with every craft, every job in this country. People are having difficulty. People are going through 2 or 3 jobs. That's why people are doing DoorDash on the side and Uber and everything, because people are living way above their means. Me, this is my dinner, $2.19. All right. I'm over at the new facility. Which facility? 2 Ravens Beauty? The new facility. What are you? All right. It's going to be a cost. The thing with them hiring, it's that these supervisors treat the new hires like total trash. And even if they are hiring left and right, they also leave left and right. Trickstar. So I agree that supervisors may treat them bad, but are those same supervisors treating them differently than the people that have been there before? Because my same boss that hired me, was with me, many years ago, is the same person that was hiring people before. It was them. So it's the same exact person. It's just whether or not people have the thick skin to make it through it. Is it right? No. Is it shameful? Yes. But is it realistic? Yes. People get their feelings hurt over words now. Words. Let me tell y'all. I can't go and take somebody to the bathroom. I want you to listen. I can't take somebody to the bathroom. A new student, say, hey, the girls' bathroom's over there and the boys' bathroom's over there. No. I gotta say the bathrooms are located there. Pick the one you choose. That's what I have to say. Because people are so offended by everything. It's wild. And that's wild. People get offended over everything. Everything. I don't even look at people. If a girl looks pretty, I keep sunglasses on. I look at the floor. I'm scared to look because the society today is so sensitive to everything. You see it. Y'all watch these little videos with the girls working out at the gym, and the second they think somebody's looking at them, oh my God, you looked at me sideways. So a guy walks past another guy in the gym, hey, what you doing, man? Why you walk? Everybody is sensitive. This world is nothing like it used to be 10, 15 years ago. And that's what we have coming to work for us today. No disputing that. There is none. Dinner like caffeine? Yes, caffeine for dinner. I wake up at 3:30 in the morning to go get the swell on. I catch a nap. All right. A 2002 Saturn SL model small car. That's what I'm talking about. I have a 2022 Toyota Camry. Some people in my pants try to trash me because I don't have a choose truck or Benz. I'm working at the plant to make money, not to show off. No question. That's why you the intelligent one. My car so old, it ain't even got an age on it. I push that thing and jump in like the Flintstones. No, we not. We do our nails, lashes, and hair ourselves. YouTube University. Some of y'all need to go get it done. Y'all better stop playing. I was with this one student one day. I'm going to tell y'all story time. She was there, but I started sweating. I don't know why she came there with all that damn makeup on, and she had one of them lace fronts on, right? I don't even know why they do that. Shame on y'all ladies. Don't put them lace fronts on, because I'm going to clown y'all for that. And she was hot, and she did this, and that whole thing did this. And she had less hair than Jay did. Okay, yeah, Jay got a bald head in case y'all ain't know. She did this and that whole thing said, whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. I said, oh, yes, yes, yes. Sweat beads up underneath the lace front. Oh, man, it was bad. It was bad. It was bad. Anyway. F management, you're not there for them. Stay focused and get that money. Get that shmoney. You already know it. Homework King Jailer, we were on the news several times. Two Ravens. We were on the news several times. You must be in Atlanta. Shit, I don't know. Every facility's in the news nowadays. I can't see my head. Do I look funny? Hold on. Oh, yeah. Why y'all got my head looking like this? Did I shave my head? Okay, good. Two Ravens. I'm guessing that's Baltimore? Oh, Atlanta. There we go. But no, I ain't trying to be funny, but let's keep it real. The young people that are watching me right now that work for the post office, if you've been there for 3, 4, 5 years and you've made it, even you see the difference in the young people that are just showing up. Even if they're your same age and they've never experienced this. A lot of them just come from out their house, their mother's house. A lot of people still living in their mother's house. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But they come up in your place. You 28 and you've been there since you were 23. You've grown accustomed to this. You said, I know what this is. And you see the next one stroll in and like, this clown has no idea what they're in for. And tell Jay I'm wrong. Go ahead. Go ahead. See, I can't say it's not all the young people. It's the new young people that have never experienced this. Because they have no idea. They coming in and say, you think they're going to get me off this weekend? And you looking at them, bitch, I've been here for 5 years. I've never seen a full weekend off yet. What you mean? It took me 3 years to get a weekend off. But that's what they expect. Somebody tell me I'm lying. Go ahead. She ain't glue it down. I don't know. Maybe the glue got loose from the sweat. I don't think people know. You getting in that hot box, what you call a LLV? That thing hot. That's why I wear a headscarf. I sweat like a dog. Damn, why I gotta be looking like a fresh brown egg when... I'm gonna take the glasses off. No, I can't see a damn thing. I earned this, okay? I earned this. This I earned. All right, the bald head I earned. Because I have 6 kids. 8 grandkids. You hear me? 8 grandkids. My oldest son is gonna be 31. I earned this. All right? Go ahead. Say something about that. Earn this. Proud of this. All right. Especially the ones that made themselves honorary title supervisor / MDO. Oh, man. Does it bother you when you see somebody new come in and then within 6 months they're a supervisor and they're young and you wondering how and why? And you probably looking at them and you like, this, what in the, do you have any clue on what you in for? Do you have any, why do you think they picked you? Because you smarter than the other 100 carriers in here? Do you think that? And they just happy-go-lucky? None of y'all ever go up to them and pull them aside. You know you probably should learn a little more because they're going to eat you up and spit you out, right? Thank you, Ravens. Family, friends of friends. There it is. Popularity contest. Ain't nothing popular about being at the post office anymore. Yeah. How'd you find that channel? The egos are unbearable. Yes. But you know, we could sit here and talk about this all day, but nobody's ever going to walk up to them and say, hey, you might want to learn a little bit more before we do something. Why not? Why not? It's not our place. It's not our place. It's supposed to be our place to build each other up. That's what it's supposed to be. I was really disappointed with the young man today. I was like, man, this kid has no idea. And that's part of my class when I teach them. I'll ask everybody to talk about, their self and what it is they did before and why are they here. That's one of my questions. Why are you here? And like, what do you mean? Oh, I need a job. Like, well, why are you here? Is it because your parents forced you out the house? Is it a career change, etc.? I said, there's no embarrassment in here. And, a lot of them say, well, yeah, either they're coming out of retirement to do it, or a lot of them are just, young and trying to get out their parents' house. Problem is that if we have kids, like I got an 8-year-old, and I got grown kids too, but my son at 8, he know how to cook. I don't let him get on the stove and start frying stuff up. He know how to make his own bed. I make him do things to slowly build him up so he's not totally incompetent when the time comes. he knows work ethic. And I don't believe that a lot of the younger people are being taught this. And if any of you parents out there have 12, 13, 14, 15-year-old kids, it's your time. You got to prepare them for the real world. Because let one of them 15-year-old kids hit 22 and stroll into a place like this, they're going to be totally lost. They're going to be totally lost. Think about it. It's different. Oh, I did put it in the description. Did I? Oh, I possibly did. Oh. It's about our Clark and keeping the mail flow moving this mail. I don't know if it's there's a lot of, what do they call that? Interactions between, people at the job. You have, some people sleeping with upper management in order to get to positions. I've seen that. Now, if they're just having a relationship, is one thing, but if it's just to move up, I'm sure each and every one of you can tell a story behind that. There is an issue when you have, let's say, a shop steward dating a supervisor or a manager. That should be a total conflict of interest, especially if in the same station. Now, I've heard a lot of stories about that where, if I needed help because a manager rolled me up and that's the dude's old lady, it's like, who do I go to? And there's a lot of that going on. There's a lot of it going on. And there is no real answer that anybody can give. I mean, there should be, but I feel like it's a conflict of interest. And I believe that they said that you can go above them and ask them to be removed from the position, but it's so hard. It really is. You have created not only good citizens, but good stewards over their conduct and behavior. This job ain't for everyone. We warriors, no question. We warriors really got to think you're going to dip your pen in the company ink. It's free. I'd rather use the company ink than my own. Okay. In your face, up close and personal, disrespect across the board. As I said, everything but moving is the mail. It would flow a lot easier if it was about the mail. Two Ravens, have we spoke before? I really don't remember you. But you saying you had one of those new facilities. If it was about the mail, I'm sure. But, if you're in Atlanta, y'all got a different type of thing going on there. You got like 6 plants put into one. There's a lot of people in your facilities between 3 facilities left. Probably about over 1,000 people between all 3 of those facilities. There's a lot going on there. I'm pretty sure of it. It's inevitable. I know that people at my plant talk about Atlanta because obviously that was supposed to be the primary, the beginning of everything good, but it just hasn't been it. Too many chefs in the kitchen, no question. No question. Too many chiefs and not enough Indian. See, I said that once and a Indian got on here and started arguing with me. He's like, that's not good to say. Like, bro, I'm West Indian. That you can't say that. I'm offended. Anyway, we will talk. I'll email you. Wondering if you're the one that sent me that video. Anyway, back to my rant. Did I miss something up there? F management? No. Okay, cool. I apologize about earlier. I was really trying something else with this app, and it just was supposed to post in private, and I was trying it out, and I couldn't get that damn thing to shut off, and it was just filming. I tried to call my son to help me. I had to shut the whole computer off. I had my buddy texting me. He was like, bro, you still live? I'm like, are you kidding me? Yeah, so I'm still learning. I'm trying some new things. I had couple of videos that I wanted to comment on, but I'm trying to figure out how to mash them together where I can do a reaction to it instead of playing the video, talking about it after. But I'm trying. My favorite is when a former carrier becomes a supervisor, starts pressuring you to finish the route because it's light mail, when they ignore the fact that you're still walking 15 plus miles in total. You need a no fraternization clause. But I'm out of here. Peace and love, Postal fam. Good night. Tyron, Denzel. Why you say no fraternization clause? No internal fraternizing with... You got to remember, you spend 10 to 12 hours of your day at the post office. You spend more time at the post office than you do with your own family awake. Think about that. It's bound to happen. Now, I believe that you're damned if you do, because a lot of people say that carriers should be the supervisors or should be a postmaster, because that was one of the comments that we're talking about in one of my other videos. Y'all say that it should be somebody that actually did the craft before that's actually a postmaster, not somebody from somewhere else, because they would be able to identify with what carriers do. So now you're saying that they have a supervisor that was a former carrier and saying there's light mail. You gotta remember, they get a lot of directives from above. They get badgered. Those people that are in between get badgered. So even as supervisor you walk into and you see at your station or at your plant, they get the shittiest end of the stick, because the managers get it from their superiors. And then they put all the blame on supervisors. Supervisor. And if the supervisor don't produce, then they get it bad. They really do. They do. They like the fall guys of the post office. They'll write you up, but they still don't. They get forced into writing people up. That is true. They have full-fledged conversations on the phone talking about, well, we see this person did this, we see this person did that. How many write-ups have you done in the last X amount of time? And they're forced into putting pen to paper. You know, like, man, it sucks. Well, it's either they follow what they were told to do, or be that, get in trouble himself. Anyway. I did have some more on my chest, but it is now 10:25. 15 miles plus trick. I'm there now. Okay. Y'all be on it though. Y'all be like a Mailman Nick, like a older version of Mailman Nick. And Postmaster stuck between a rock and a hard place. Breathing on your carrier's neck ain't it. We ain't supposed to run us or rush us for safety reasons. This is true. Safety's always first. It's supposed to be first. But carriers, y'all a different breed. Which brings me back to, why you think all the CCAs quit? They're not ready for that. Like Trickster, you could probably get away with doing what you do. Suck it up, go home, fuss about it, relax, drink a beer, whatever it is you do. Somebody new, 24 years old, coming in from a fake job off the street. I ain't gonna call every job fake, but nothing like this. It's a shell shock. This is like, what the hell is this? They come in there and they get forced into something like that. They're like, hell no, this ain't worth it for me. And they turn around and they give up 15 plus miles. Nobody wants to do that. They're not ready for that. And on the nice 60-hour of work before your one day off, shit, that's a lot of 60 hours. Whew, sound like money. I don't know how much money, but sound like money. Anyway, Charleston, West Virginia. Any questions before we shut this down? I was just really flabbergasted with my student, and it was just the sense of entitlement and what's going on with everybody now. And I want you guys to do yourselves a favor, whoever's left. If you, for some reason, DoorDash, if that's your thing, DoorDashing, I want you to calculate how many times a week you do it, add it up, then go do it for yourself the same amount of times and see what the difference is in the cost and see how much you're actually spending wastefully. Think about it. Think about it. Because we do a lot of wasteful spending. A lot. A lot. Lovely 31 Blueprint. Lovely's going to invite me out to go skiing one day. I know it. And I'm going to go out there on a snowboard and break both my ankles. I was a CECA, MHA, and a PSC. 2 Ravens is what we call a postal prostitute. She went to the highest bidder. Whichever one paid her the most is where she went. Don't take that the wrong way. What are the benefits? Don't take that the wrong way. What are the benefits of government loans? For me, it's a line of credit. And if anybody knows anything about credit, which is a whole different, you can go on any credit professional's channel and they'll tell you that it's always good to have a loan. Now, I ain't talking about the interest rates, but a loan on your credit report. Not nothing crazy, but to show a good payment history. There's a lot of different types of credit that you could have. There's home loans, there's car loans, there's lines of credit, there's credit card loans, etc. But if you have a good credit mix, it shows that you're thorough with it. So if you're thorough with the mix and continued payments, if you could afford it, it boosts your credit score. And I know a strategy, and if you watch other people, they will tell you a specific strategy on how to just take a loan out and pay it back with almost no interest, with the same money that you did, but you're showing steady payments, which helps your credit report, which in turn, when you go to buy one of those expensive cars, you don't have such a high interest rate. There's strategy behind these. You have to maneuver life right about now. You are playing yourself back if you do a top loan dope. Would you still get a BMG loan today, JH? Yes. Yeah, I took one out just to have it. And the money is sitting from one account and they just take it right back. That's it. Because you know they take the, what do you call it? They take it from when they deposit the allotments. But I specifically did that because once you pay it off, credit actually drops. And I said, okay. And I have a strategy on what I'm trying to do. See that back there? One of those islands, Jay's going to get himself a little bit of property there, right? Little property. And rent it out as an Airbnb. But got to make sure that I'm able to get the funding here, because the funding here will be better than taking it over there. Anyway, that's just my strategy. And actually in the process of doing that. I work at the processing center in AZ. We're getting hammered. Okay. Hell, just another one. Arizona. It was great catching your live stream. Till next time, Trickster, be easy. Dope law. BMG in bed with somebody. Hey, judgy. I don't know. BMG is, I know they're based in Florida. They just happen to be the easiest loan company to get for us at the moment. But like I just did that video about that other USPS credit bureau, credit union. If you're with them for a little while, you can get a more reasonable loan. If you needed one, right now it seems like it's a little hard for people because of the interest rates and what the Fed is doing right now. Again, that is a very detailed, touchy topic for me. But if you have a specific strategy on what it is you want in life, which I can't help anybody with, you can go that route. If you're a career person and you have a strategy on what you need to spend money on, and you can always borrow from yourself with your TSP. Just remember, you got to pay it back, and you're going to lose some money in that process. If it's a specific investment that's going to make you money, great. That's probably the cheapest way to go because you're paying yourself back at a 4.25 interest rate. I don't like to talk about that. I don't like touching your own retirement funds. Emergency cases, take only what you need. And I think that's the advice I could give. I don't like to give advice. My BFF just told me about this. We're dying in fees with all the regional mail. That means y'all got, that's where all the mail in the country going, because Atlanta can't handle it. BFF. They still use that? Best friend forever? Is that what that is? BFF? Two Ravens? Just told me about what? BMG is in bed with somebody? Call them. Tell them JH sent you. Two Ravens is top notch in her work ethic. If you take the money out of your TSP and pay it back on the 29th day, you don't pay interest on the loan, and it shows in your credit report as paid in full. Okay. Yeah. Educating somebody. That's a good thing. I don't mind paying interest on myself. What's BFF stand for? Best friend forever? Boyfriend? I don't know. I'm old. You with these acronyms, BFF. I don't know. Oh man. Oh, you talking about because Atlanta can't handle the mail? They can't. You saw what happened in that little video when all the boxes was falling off of the machine. It was rough over there. Oof. All those fragile boxes just falling. Do-do, do-do, do-do. No, it didn't fall like that. It was like, whoosh, like it was raining boxes. That happens everywhere, though. It just happened to be caught on camera. That is not just a secluded situation. If the sensor gets jammed and it keeps coming up the conveyor belt, it's just going to continually go and it'll start falling like that. Y'all just have a high quantity of mail. So visually, it looked really bad. Does it happen all the time? Yes. Any other questions before I go? Any other questions? And I wish you were around earlier, brother, because you would have been able to help me. Elijah Garcia. I didn't even see this guy. How can I be a mod for your videos? I don't know if he's still on here. Oh, Craftsman. Jay, you making me feel guilty because I ordered something from DoorDash, but these folks can't drive out here and I'm too tired from work. Craftsman, you retired. This guy retired. You talking about from work? Where's Nick? Oh, he doing a handoff, making that money. Shit. Nick, 9:30 where he at? Yeah, he probably still working. He probably helping his brother. That's my dog. If y'all don't know Carriers, go watch Nick. You want some inspiration, go watch Nick. Nick be on it. Nick has been positive since day one. I don't know how, but that man, somebody. Best friend forever. Oh, okay. If you like, or translate it to. We are very crafty and creative, so there are so many terminology. Okay. Best friends forever. Well, how do you know it's going to be forever? Okay. Forever is a long ways away. Long ways away. All right. Ravens, I need documentation that that's going to be your best friend forever. I need something signed, sealed, and delivered from both of you. Until then, it's not official. All right. I just learned we can ship celebration cakes through the post office. Yes. Yes. That was my first time. Somebody shipped a cake through the. I said, "Are you kidding me?" They were like, they said the fragile, handle it like this. I was like, "Are you for real?" Shit, they paid extra money for that. I'm like, once it leave my hands, it's over. It's funny. Indeed, and life is short. I know that's right. I love it. You got Mailman Nick in there. Yaya on it. Boy, Yaya on it. Yaya can't spell, though. Yaya, our Borther. Man, Yaya been drinking. Anyone delivered chicks during Easter? We have chicks all year round where I'm at. There's a person that orders them every week. Avocados and mangoes, indeed, are the most fun. They're very heavy. They're very heavy. I have an avocado tree out in my backyard. A mango tree. No, I don't have that one. The neighbor has a mango tree. Daniel Als. Man, I can't. Alcala? I'm not even going to say it. I say they make CCA do packages and regular do mail only. No overtime anywhere. Shit, then they would have a lot of people working. Yeah, you know I'm messing with you, brother. We get paid to move mail. We don't get paid to spell. Hell, I'm sure the cake would have been upside down by the time it got to you. Live birds, they get shipped and they die. That's a huge deal. This is true. This is true. I know that we used to put live birds every night onto the plane. What is it? FedEx. It was going on FedEx plane. And we would have to take it from the plant to FedEx. And they have a special compartment. And there's certain times a year when, like, just randomly, they're like, oh, we can't take the chicks because the air conditioner or something down there, the temperature control wasn't working and they would die. And just imagine the smell. Christina wanted me to tell you I like him. I'm so sorry, Christina. I'm just messing with Yaya. I'm a rep. I make sure that there's no spelling errors in my work. Management gets petty. I know that's right. Independent outsider. Who you repping? Which union? No way that cake gonna be edible. Independent outsider. You know what? You where you located? You talking about avocados and mangoes. Avocados only going to a couple places here. You in Texas? Oh, local 300, Long Island. Chief Stewart, my night tour. Okay, mail handler union. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you for watching, sir. Long Island. I had one of your Long Island guys at my, not one of your guys, but somebody from Long Island out there in the Massapequa area. You know, the rich area way out west. East. No, east is this way. Anyway, way out there. But yeah, this kid he was rough. He came in there with golf gear on. He had his golf hat on. He had his golf glasses on the hat up there. I just knew something was wrong with this kid. He was ready. He had his golf shirt on. And I was like, okay, all right. Totally lost. Totally lost. Looked like a straight golfer. Totally lost. 23-year-old kid today. I felt so bad for him. I was like, yeah, I can drive. Sure. I was like, oh, okay, okay. Came in there with the nicest car in the world. Oh, this kid is going to crash and everything. Mail handler union, what y'all doing? Y'all gonna get some more money for your people over there or what? I'm only working on G25 to 30 hours in April and May. CCA, I'll be PTF in November. PTF, right in time for all that heavy mail. Ladies in high heels, they're not gonna last as a regular. Sure. No shit. What are some of the benefits of working at the post office, Jay, that you like? Excuse me for that. That was really nasty. That I like? If I start talking about it, people are going to think that I'm bragging. Everything. Everything. The benefits overall? Hopefully you can't see it. Excuse me. Here we go. Benefits. Detroit, that's my dogs. You know, that's the first place I ever got robbed was in Detroit. They broke into the back of my trailer. Goddamn thieves out there. True story, man. I didn't know that y'all thugs like that. I don't need heels. I'm already over 6 feet. God damn. You know what they say about them tall women? Y'all know what they say about them tall women, right? I'm going to tell you what they said. They wear long pants. What else do they say? Anyway, all right. Y'all think about that. What do I like about this? I had to pull out my statement of personal benefits over there. Covered my name up. So I was just reading this. And if you guys didn't know, whenever you get one of these things, they give it to you every year once you become a career person. And this was a 2024 personal statement of benefits. If you have a FERS or you're part of a FERS, one thing I looked at was the family protection survivor benefits. And it specifically says, if you die as an employee, that was pretty raw, right? With at least 18 months of credible civilian service under FERS, your surviving spouse may be eligible for basic employee death benefits, lump sum benefits. Now, Yaya's wife, don't remember this, okay? Your surviving spouse may also be eligible for reoccurring monthly payment if you have completed at least 10 years of credible service to FERS only. Meaning, God forbid, something happens to me. If I were married, which I'm not, so I'm going to get this to my kids. FERS will pay to my spouse after 18 months of service about a big chunk of money, okay? And then for basic life insurance, which I don't even think I pay for this, it just happens, including an extra benefit up to the age of 45, is an extra $70,000. And the total lump sum benefit is almost it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. It's about 100 and, yeah. Bottom line is, read your own, okay? And this is what they automatically get. That's your PS50? No, that's not my PS50. My PS50 is over there. But it's the personal statement of benefits. Can you see it? These come in the mail. They look like that. It usually tells you how much you have saved, etc. When I'm walking into traffic tomorrow. But it is so much that you can see what you benefit from it as far as health insurance, life insurance, things that just happen financially. Now, as far as living life, I don't live above my means. I live just comfortable enough. But I create memories. I make sure that I don't burn unnecessary time. There's a lot of people that burn time, call out sick, etc. I have full everything. And I only take 2 days off whenever I go anywhere because I have 2 days off and I'll take 2 days off and I'll have a 4-day vacation. So I'm able to see things. I go 4 or 5 times a year. I'll leave and go see something. That's enough time for me to be away. And I barely break into my time and I get paid for it. So it tells you how much you've actually used, like total value of leave time used in 2023. I used like $11,000 and didn't spend it. You know what I'm saying? That's what it says, like almost $11,000. And it tells you how much you have accumulated. You know what I'm saying? It's just like they give this to you just from working. Some people are intelligent when it comes down to strategizing how to make this place work for them. I didn't learn this yesterday. It took a long time to get to the rhythm of how I wanted to live. So I can say my little book is stamped with different countries in it because of strategies. Like I said, I ain't got a lot going on in the house. I am comfortable enough. I don't have a nice car. I look like a bum at work. Nobody would know anything about me. But I know what I have on the side. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to show anything. I don't get my hair done every week. I don't get my lashes. You see? I'm just kidding. But I live basic so that I'm able to create memories which last forever. That's what this place created for me. As a former over-the-road truck driver for 17 years, this has been the best thing for me. Not saying that's for everybody else, but you do see other people that take time off. Oh, Jeff was gone for 3 weeks. 3 weeks too long. For what? I'd rather go out 5 times a year than a 3-week spread. Doesn't make sense. Anyway. What the hell is credible service? On the clock work, I assume. Credible service means that you are a first employee. It means your career. After you hit career service and you're under the first plant, that's 18 months. So like if you're just a CCA, you're not under credible service from what I understand right now. Is that the whole thing describing what you get paid for lost body parts? I don't know. Well, we ain't gonna lose no body parts, man. I just train people. I don't even get in the vehicles if I ain't got to. I ain't gonna lose no body parts. OT has never been guaranteed. There it is. I don't live off OT. I barely get any. We got it good, fellas. Took them 10 years to get this job tough, blah, blah, blah. Are they going to issue vans to rural carriers? And will they be electric? I don't know. They are starting to slowly take away those FFVs and LLVs. It's a long stretch because there's a lot of them. But the vans are coming out. You're talking about the Metris vans. They are coming out. And it just depends on the part of the country you're in. Do you think $1,000 rent a month, including utilities, is too high for rent? $1,000, that's it? What's the average rent price in Florida for apartment? Just curious. I don't know. I never said I lived in Florida, but if I did, or a 2-bedroom, you paying about $1,900. 3-bedroom, you're probably around $2,500 from what I heard. But I wouldn't know because I never said I lived in Florida. There it is. Y'all said it. Jay lives in America. Woo! $1,000 rent a month, utilities, including rent. $1,000? Well, I'll be living great. Shit for $1,000. Shit, $1,000, but I wish rent was just $1,000 in my area. You're the king of the channel is how I passed my entrance test. No, 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 no. I'm a plain Jane. I know that's right. Don't wait on the union to save you. I try every day to inform people, create my own. There it is. 500 for an list. Definitely need a reset in my PO life. We need an ebook, Jay. Shit. Our mortgage about $1,700. We got lucky. $1,700 on Long Island? Shit. You living good. A reset in the post office life. Now, I get that. The thing with it is you really have to reset. It's just one of those things where you gotta really just say enough's enough. No going out, no fast food, no this, no that, and you gotta really stick with it and concentrate for a full year. And you will see how you automatically adjust your life. I don't go Christmas shopping at the end of the year. If I see something throughout the year, I'll pick one thing up here, pick one thing up there. Throughout the year, 20, 30, 40, 50, just randomly. And I stack up a closet full of stuff. And when my Christmas tree comes up, shit's piled high. But it's a lot of little things that I didn't have to go and spend last minute. It's a common sense strategy that I learned from being broke. Y'all think I said it before. I have slept in train stations. I never want to go back to that. So it's not that I'm frugal or whatever it is. I am very cautious on how to move forward. You know, being an over-the-road truck driver, making over $200,000 a year, and then coming local and trying to be a father to my kids. I went through so many struggles. People have no idea on where it took me to get to where I'm at, and I'm nowhere. So I just pass on little bits and pieces of what I've done to make things work for me in order for me to be okay. Can in the future, can you do a show on how to increase your route during mail count? Bonita, I don't deliver mail. If you want me to lie to you, I can't even lie about that. I've never touched a piece of mail to put in a mailbox, ever. Ever. Could I call my daughter, my sister, my son and ask them? Probably. But this is everything USPS with JH, not them three losers. Okay? Not them. Okay? Not them. Now, if you would like some information on that, and that's something you're serious about, you see the mod down there, Yaya? He is a carrier. He's well-versed in carrying. He could probably help me if that's a topic we could come up with. Now, I don't know anything about it, so I can't lie to you. Travel from Brooklyn and Queens is crazy. Our mail plan is so expensive, and so many people pile up lateness. Bosses don't care. Your train breaks down. You gonna have to walk, brother. Forget that train, cuz. That's crazy. Yeah. It's like skip your breaks and lunch and run the route and finish early. Is the USPS trying to attack your craft? I honestly didn't realize there were still postal drivers. All of our guys are contracted out to my knowledge. That's for now. That's for now. We are getting all of that back. We getting it back. The truck drivers are getting it back. They're slowly getting rid of contractors. They cost a lot of money. Now, good question. Because if you're out on the island and you work on the island, it is expensive if they're traveling outside of Long Island to the city now or to Jersey. Those scenarios, or up to Connecticut, those scenarios put a high price on trucking. So if it costs them less to have a contractor run that route, they will keep them there instead of paying the post office, paying the toll. We don't pay tolls. They just run the tolls. But if it costs them less to have a postal truck driver, then they'll bring them in. But that's slowly all happening around the country. They're getting rid of contractors. Skip your breaks. That makes perfect sense. Exactly. I'm in the same way. Cut down on breaks so I can roll. But I hear that's not the way either. I have no idea what y'all talking about. Two Ravens. Are you a carrier? I never skip my break. I never get them back. I know that's right. I try to break 4 or 5 hours a day. I'm just kidding. But seriously, fam, there's so many ways to strategize about getting your life together. You have to take one step at a time. One step at a time. And inside a personal thing for me is I had a couple things that have been sitting on my credit since I got divorced. And I was just like, today I said, look, I need to get 4 things off my credit before my birthday because I need them all off. I need to be on to the next level. And I just made that sacrifice. I called one of them up today. I was like, look, let me pay this. And they were like, well, this, that, this, and the other. But I did my research. Did you know if you have credit problems and they got some collection agency took over your thing, they pay about 4 to 6 cents per dollar on your debt. 4 to 6 cents. That's pennies on the dollar. And I was like, okay. And they tried to make me an offer. I was like, yeah, no. How about I pay this right now and you'll never hear from me again? And they accepted it. And I was like, shit, I felt good. Felt like I accomplished something. But that's because I have a goal now. I have a goal. And that's what I want to do. So again, chipping away at certain things. If you have some negatives in your life, get rid of the negatives. Take time to do the negatives. That's why I'm drinking coffee for dinner, because I couldn't afford it. Because I paid some debt. I'm hoping somebody drops off some food to me with DoorDash. Need my address? Anybody? No? Okay. All right. I never skip a break. Do you think there'll be a big increase in pay this year for the APW contract since the UPS is substantially because we get a new contract this year? Dope Law. You're a truck driver? I heard some things about us. You can email me. Didn't carriers used to start a better pay rate years ago than when we started? Yes, they did. Y'all union screwed you. They were getting paid nice money. And then all of a sudden, it was 2013, they just... I used the federal student loan forgiveness plan, paid my student loan off through that. That part, I was just dealing with them last week too. I just found out that my closed and it was underneath this thing that guy in the White House just forgave everybody's loan. Yeah, I put that thing in there, act like it's a game. I just cut down my caffeine and feel much better. That's more caffeine for me there, bud. Okay? Yes, I'll have some more. Thank you. The middlemen are aggressive. Like the law enforcement. Been on both sides. I'm over the BS. Dr. Pepper was my jam. Shit. I got a Dr. Pepper in the fridge. And I don't even drink soda. I don't even know how we got there. That's another thing. You work for the post office. You got to use everything that they give us just for being federal postal workers. This federal student loan forgiveness plan is beautiful. 120 on-time payments. And your student loan is forgiven. Even if, let's say Yaya. Let's say Yaya went to college to be a doctor. Right? And not saying that's what he did, but he's been with the post office for 10 years. And he was making payments for the last 10 years, 120 payments. He may still owe $80,000. But after 120 payments, and because he was the post office for 10 years, they forgive his debt. They forgive whatever the remainder of it is because of the title of the type of work he does. That's good. That is really good. Saved me $65,000. Saved you $65,000 from not drinking Dr. Pepper? Just clocked out. I did go to college, actually. It took me working blue collar job. Yeah, I went to college too, culinary arts. My daughter, a bachelor's in psychology. She's a carrier. That damn degree don't mean nothing. Oh, student loan saved me $65,000. See, there it is. I thought the Dr. Pepper did. I'm about to say that's a lot of Dr. Pepper, man. $65,000 Dr. Pepper is crazy. Utilize what we got. Why not? Why not? Sociology major. See, all y'all with these. I can't read like that. I can cook. They put a menu in front of me. I just like, y'all got pictures? I can't read. Oh, man. TTO from Detroit. I hear they're going to be trying to up our level. Biggest expense now is my wife smokes New York cigarette. Jesus Christ. What's she paying? What y'all paying up there? Like $18, $19 a pack? Bruh. Remember back in the days in New York, people were like, let me bum a cigarette. Let me get that short. I know y'all be up there trying to smoke that bitch right to the filter. That's crazy. Two Ravens. You're 6 foot and you have to cook. Can't no man feed you. You 6 feet? $162 for a carton. A carton? Shit. Independent outsider. Email me. Down to Brownsville, Wu-Tang. Email me. My email is typically in the comment section, not the comments, in the video description. $162. Shit. What funds do you set in your TSP? We went through that already. I can't remember that. I don't have it in it. I have a strategy, and I move it. I really have people that follow certain things, and I get that opinion right beforehand, and I start playing with the money. But independent outsider, if you want, man, email me. I just want to thank you, Jay, for your video. Man, become the TTO driver. Best decision I ever made. I came from LTL. Thought I was the easiest, but here I make TTO 10 times more. For those that LTL is less than a truckload. For those that don't know, like stop at this here, stop there, stop there, stop there. Hate that. Hate that. I did that for a little while. I was picking up flowers. Lost my damn mind. This is an easy job for those that come from outside. Let a truck driver start here. They'll think it's the worst job in the world. Don't be telling people that we make a lot of money either. Don't do that. Don't do that, because we don't. I know a ton of people shipping smokes in the mail, curious when the crackdown is going to start. It's not that you're shipping anything. You can mail 2 cartons. You can mail 2 cartons of cigarettes. Somebody correct me. Fit My Life TV. Carrier to mail handler was awesome? I guess. Don't know how y'all drive those giant trucks. My dude has to back up over and over again to get out of our parking lot. You put it in drive and go. You just push a button. Boop. I learned how to drive in New York City. It was either do or die. Okay. That's a lot of letters there. Hi, Jay. Did you get my email? I sent you a link to a recent news stories about the USPS that you and your views would like to see. I don't know M40 because I get about 300 emails a day, but I skim through everything. And if you saw it, I'm sure somebody else saw it, and I'm not sure because I have 2 other videos that I wanted to post. Send it to me again if you could. I don't know when. I was really feeling ill this weekend, so I didn't do much. Do or die. No question. Do or die. Anyway, I've babbled long enough. To all my postal family that's doing their thug dismal. Chicago, first place we got robbed. My wife's hoopty car was stolen by hookers. I just went up and saw that shit. Your wife's hoopty was stolen by hookers. That's a story for the ages. Did you see Jackie Rosen interview DeJoy, senator from Nevada? I don't know. Oh, you sent me an email about an hour ago? I don't know. You know, she was so mad. About an hour ago. That would have been like 9 something. I was watching wrestling. He mispronounced. Oh, yeah, I think I did a video on that. I think I did a video about that. Was that the one that was talking about Donner's Pass? Called him out. That was so funny. Senator from Nevada. Yeah, I must have missed it. All right, family. It's 3 hours past my bedtime. It's 11 o'clock where I'm at. Old men get to sleep early, and I know I just finished drinking my coffee. There's nothing else. And I can't see a damn thing. You and Miss K is an acquired taste. I'll just say that. I put her on and I said, you know what? Anybody that watches you, they really like you. If somebody subscribes to you, they really like you. Because that is an acquired taste. Get some rest. There it is. Independent outsider. Do me a favor. Email me when you get a chance. Yaya, you my dog. Fit. Just stay fit. Stay safe. Miss K be wilding, that's to say the least. Off the schedule until further notice. I didn't see that. I'll check my phone in a little bit. My email. Oh, yeah, because she's a mail handler person. Yeah. I don't know if you got the energy for that one. I remember when I used to have her here. That's a lot of energy. But again, y'all be safe, be blessed. I'm gonna try to come up with some different types of content. I'm trying to learn camera angles and some other things. So I was making mistakes today, but I'll get it. I'll get it down pack. Y'all be good, be safe, and I don't got my little king to shut it off. But y'all be easy. I'm out. Hey man, shut it off. There's nobody to shut it off. He usually shuts off my stuff. Don't know how.